Hey, good day, good day, good day. It's Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focused wealth coach. This is When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? Today, we're going to be talking about your year-end wealth moves, your goals, your growth, and how you can use AI to take advantage of it. So in this episode, you're going to want to stick around to the end because I tell you, I got a lot of good information that I want to share with you as the year winds down. Your money doesn't have to. So let's talk about how to end strong and set your goals with a bold new idea and how you may use AI to get to you the next chapter of your life and make this the most intentional season of your career. And listen, I'm Ronco Johnson. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the inside. Hey, good afternoon. It's Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focused wealth coach. Welcome back to Lifestyle Focused Wealth. Thank you very much for joining us. Man, I tell you, it is Halloween season. You got to get ready for trick-or-treaters this afternoon. If you're out there having a good time, be sure to just be safe and be very careful out there. But today we're going to be talking about in this episode your wealth and your lifestyle focused wealth goals and what you're talking about. We're going to break down this year ending your final plans for the final quarter of the year. And we don't want to just talk about how you close your books, right? We want to be opening new doors right now because things are moving at the speed of AI. And I'm here to tell you, from tax strategies to legacy moves, we got a lot to talk about and how AI is reshaping the way we set, track, and achieve our goals. So, this is the time where we need to start talking about how valuable the blueprint really is. Are you being left behind? Do you feel like you're being left behind? Well, we're going to answer all these questions today, and we want to make sure that you're not left behind by the end of this episode. So I'm going to give you 5 talking points that probably most of you want to know. And I have to be honest with you. This whole thing has caught me by storm. And I just want to make sure that I share the same level of excitement because the opportunities are endless. They're endless. And for those of you that think that maybe you have to be some whiz kid with numbers or some computer expert, you really don't. You really don't. So here's our 5 talking points for today. We're going to be talking about the year-end financial checklist that most people miss. Number 1. Number 2, we're going to be talking about your new year, your new metrics, and how you're redefining wealth in the upcoming season. Man, 2026 is right here, folks. It's right here. And then we're going to be talking about how you can use AI as your financial goal co-pilot. Yes, using AI to help you get where you want to go and beyond is the 3rd segment of today. And 4th, we're going to talk about legacy moves. How structuring for the next generation, you need to make sure your structure is sound. You need to make sure that you set everything up so that as you start to put the information through it and you bring revenue to your goals and your plans, that you have the structure that can hold all of it, right? You want to be able to hold all this information. And then last but not least, we're going to talk to you about our 90-day launch pad, turning your vision into execution. So this is what you're going to want to be around for. So please stick with us to the end. Thank you guys for joining us so much. I get so excited to see you on Friday. We call this Lifestyle Focus Friday for a reason. Why? Because it's time. It's time for us to get ready. We need to be ready for when the lights go out. Are you ready? That's the name of the tone. That's what we're talking about, right? And for some people, this whole movement, money has always been a lights out moment. We've already known that. But the AI revolution is catching people off guard. And some people are hesitant. I know. You're hesitant to talk about it, and you're thinking about it. Do you remember when you had the rotary phone and we had to get a cell phone and everybody said, well, I don't think I need a phone everywhere I go. Do you remember carrying around a briefcase or having to go to work just to get on a desktop computer? How about microfiche? Do you remember those things? The big old microfiche that you used to go to the library to use? I mean, things have changed. Things have changed. And for you advisors out there, you remember having a fax machine in your office? How about a dedicated phone line? I mean, times are really changing. And we need to start really thinking about how we're showing up. They're really showing up. Guess what? As humans, we will evolve. Nothing to be afraid of. Just take a moment to kind of learn what we're talking about. Learn the language. Learn the lingo. Learn how to become a multimillionaire. You know, most people are using this time period in what I would call ineffective planning. And ineffective planning will be just trying to use it to mail out a letter, or maybe you're using it to AI I'm talking about. Maybe you're using it to correct text. Maybe you're making a document of some sort. Well, is that enough? Is that enough? I mean, really, you got to stop and really think about that. This is a situation that really could change the trajectory of your life. This is a situation that could change how your family sees finances forever. You know, multiple people are on the internet all day long. And I was having a discussion with one of my agents and one of my coaching clients, and we were just talking about it. And, you know, if you're like me, over 50, you kind of think, well, man, I'm just slow at this thing. Maybe I'm not the right one to know everything about AI and all the stuff that's going on. But here's the thing. The truth is that's in your head. That's in your head. If you want to tell yourself or prompt your head and your brain to think that way, you're having a lights out moment, because times are changing. Times are changing. Information is changing. And one of the things that I said earlier, you know, we were talking about our kids. And, you know, shout out to that person. She knows who she is. We were talking about our daughters, and her daughter needed some help just fixing the antifreeze and putting the antifreeze in the car. And I overheard the conversation. And it sparked something in my brain today. And it was like, wow. If I were to bet you have a new driver in your house, your child, they probably can't change a tire. They probably can't put oil in the car. They probably can't put Freon or antifreeze in the car. But they're driving it every single day. They don't know how to manage money, but they got a checking account and a credit card, and they go shop with it every single week. Are you seeing what I'm putting down? And I was talking to this person, again, over 50, and she mentioned that this whole AI revolution thing can be a little bit overwhelming. And I mentioned to her, I said, well, you're going through your course, and everybody in our firm, just so you know, for some clarity, everyone in our firm, at L.R. Johnson, they're both licensed insurance agents and AI certified individuals. Why? Because we believe in where everything is going. You have to be both. You have to be both. To be excellent and to be a front runner in this world, you have to be able to start making transitions when everybody else is hesitating. You got to move quickly. Got to move swiftly. And when you take that decision and make that move, things happen for you in a favorable manner. I really believe that. That's kind of what we saw with the internet. That's kind of what we saw with the cell phone. That's kind of what we saw with crypto. That's kind of what we saw in many different other historical changes that happened in technology over the years, in the last 50 years. But I asked her a simple question. I said, so if I were a betting man, I would bet that your child would probably take to your AI classes faster than you would. I said, if I was a betting man, you would probably know how to change your oil much better than your daughter would. But if I was also a bed man, she probably types faster than you on her cell phone. She said, yeah, she does type faster than me on her cell phone. I said, so that means that she probably will pick up AI much faster, right? Because that's the world our youth is living in. And said, yeah, you know what? That's true. So does it make sense that you're learning about this tool, not of the future, of the present, right now? You're learning about this tool that's going to change the world. That's changed the world already. You're going to have to know how to use this tool. The world and opportunities belong to those people who know how to prompt this tool. And it's really not that difficult. It's really not that difficult to learn. In 30 days, you can learn it. In 30 days, you can know more than the average Joe. I promise you, if I can pick it up anyway. Why wouldn't you share that with the rest of your household? You're a young person in the early 20s. Aren't they looking for jobs? Aren't they looking for careers? Why wouldn't you go ahead and introduce them to the highest paid and the fastest growing industry in the world? Doesn't make sense. And why are we talking about your 5 points today? It is all in the same context of what we're talking about today. Because if this is true, and moms and dads all over the world are losing jobs back to back, look, Amazon's already said they're going to lay off 30,000 people this past week. 30,000. 300,000 Black females have already lost government jobs that are supposed to be theirs to keep. What am I saying? The world of AI is changing rapidly. It's changing the way things are getting done. And it's not just the blue collar worker. It is the white collar worker that's in the screenshot, or in the eye of the storm, if you will. Well, who's really in pole position? Pole position belongs to those who learn how to prompt, who learn how to design, learn how to stack, learn how to use their imagination. Today's world is not about going to college and learning how to exchange time for money. Today is about entrepreneurialism and understanding that my worth is based on my value. My value is based on what I know, and what I know can be expensive to some, but incredibly important to others to achieve more. And it's just something based off of what you know how to do. In other words, I was talking to my student, my client, and I was thinking, when she finished teaching her daughter how to open up the little antifreeze place in the car, I said, don't forget the charger, $199. We kind of chuckled. But aren't you teaching your person what you know? See, her daughter didn't know if she would have opened that antifreeze, the car was hot. If she had opened that, she would have burned herself. Didn't you just save her time? Time from burning herself? Time from healing? Time from going to the hospital? Didn't you just save her time? Matter of fact, you might have even saved how she looks, because it was spewed out. It would have burned her. It would have burned her good. Well, guess what? Ain't that the same thing with your money? If you knew that you were going to put someone in a high earning income potential and they got into it and they were super successful, just because the system is designed to move at super speed, and they didn't know how to handle the influx of revenue coming in, they weren't prepared to make 6-7 figures in 6 months. They weren't prepared for the taxes. They didn't have their corporations set up properly. All these things are set up to burn you. But if you know the answer, wouldn't you pay to get that information? How valuable is that? That information is so valuable that you got to pay attention. Listen, you got to pay attention to this. Why? Because we're trying to keep our people from being burned. Is it resonating? Did it click? If you don't know about what's going on with the world today, how you're going to work, what jobs are in the highest demand, it's not doing the job, it's knowing how to tell it what to do, right? And then the second thing is, if you have fun with it, it's pretty simple to do. You know, you can create all these robots and things to do things for you. Now, I'm not trying to replace myself, but I'm also not going to try to gatekeep either. We want you to be part of our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community because this is the information we're giving you. I feel like this, and this is my philosophy behind what I'm saying. My philosophy behind what I'm saying today is simply this. If I'm able to increase your revenue, money, then you should also know how to handle the taxes that you're creating and how to shelter them, how to reposition your assets, how to maneuver in the financial world. See, I'm loving this world because I absolutely love coaching people about their finances. Financial literacy, education, and training has been my life for almost 3 decades. And I'm beginning to find that I'm enjoying the fact that we have a system in this world that's causing you and forcing you to be more financially intelligent. And it is artificial intelligence that's forcing this issue. And a lot of people don't see it. They're having a lights out moment. So that's why today we're talking about these 5 talking points. These 5 talking points that are really going to be good for you in the long run. Why? Because if you're already thinking about your year-end financial checklist that most people miss, we're talking about tax loss harvesting. We're talking about charitable giving. We're talking about retirement contributions. We're talking about trust positioning. Why timing matters? Because we need more time to do these things. If most people miss this, wouldn't you like to be the person with a solution for that? That's important. That's important. But before I get into it, thank you guys for joining us. This is when the lights go out. Are you ready? Are you following what I'm putting down today? Are you following what I'm putting down? But before I get started, I want to do some quick things. I want to just say, go ahead real quick. And I want to say, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash the button down below. Do me a favor. Smash this like button already. Give me a thumbs up. If you're already online with AI, if you're already interested in what your money's going to do, how you're going to be able to handle it, how you're going to be able to go into the next generation, guess what? Don't wait. Don't wait. Go ahead and hit this subscribe button down below so you can stay involved. Hit share. Share it with somebody that we need to hear this information. Just last night, I had one of our clients brought her sister with her to my house, and we were talking about wealth, and we were talking about AI. We were doing all these different things, and I'm showing her at the same time how you can have the conversation all at the same time. Why? Because there's some factors in there. One, it can be used in some very, very strong ways when talking to people. We don't have to wait till next week, next month to give you the details. We can give you the details right now. And if you're one of those people saying, well, call me on Monday, call me on Tuesday, call me on Wednesday, and you're in front of a person that can give you $1 million idea right now, and their time is worth $8,000 an hour, what would you do with that time? What would you do with that time? Would you tell them that you got to wait till next Wednesday? Or would you take complete control of that time, use it effectively to gather the information that you need so you can get to a 7-figure income? I'm hoping that you're choosing to spend that time right now. And you know what helps that? The speed of AI. It really does. It really does help that. So in this conversation, we really need your help. We really need your help to help us grow the channel. Hit the smash button below, share it with a friend, and do me a favor, hit that notification bell as well, because we want you to be able to stay in contact with us as we put out new content every week, every Friday. And we're hopeful that you're putting this blueprint together every single week, just a little bit at a time, just a little bit at a time. Because here at Legacy Building, we're doing legacy building. We're not just telling you. We're not selling you. We're on the same side as you. We're building with you. We're literally building with you. So I'm giving you the blueprint right here for free. So let's build it. Are y'all along with me? Hey, and at the end of this, don't forget to sign up for our bi-weekly email. Get on our emailing list. Why? Because you're going to want the arts. You're going to want the recipes, the travel, some of our other secrets that we're going to be giving out. It is absolutely, absolutely free to you right now. It's free to you. So all you got to do is stick around and then maybe consider joining our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Here's why. Because this show is all about what billionaires and billionaires do and how we benefit from it, right? And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it's worth $16 a month to be inside the room. It's worth $16 a month to be inside the room. I promise you, I'm going to give you enough detail just in this video to replace that 10 times. 10 times. So we need you to start thinking about joining. Go on our lifestylefocusedwealth.com, lifestylefocusedwealth.com, or roncojohnson.com. And think about joining us. Come by. Come by. Come by and say hello. I think that would be great. I love seeing you guys out in public. I love seeing you guys when you have questions. But if you had to have the answer and you knew how to prompt it, you can get the answers right now. You literally can get the answers right now. And that's what's different. That's what's different. I want to say hello to everybody that's in the back office today. If you are online, just give me a thumbs up. Put it in the comments. Do me a favor. Put the words takeaways if you got to make a comment, because we want to know if I'm giving you any information that you would like to take away from this conversation. If it hits you the right way, if it's meaningful and you can take it and go with it, let me know, because that inspires me to keep working harder. Keep working harder. So let's get back to the 5 points. I've already shared with you one. Number one was your year-end goals, your financial checklist that most people miss. We talked about tax loss harvesting. We talked about charitable giving. We've talked about retirement contributions and trust positioning. We want you to understand that these are some of the things that people miss. And you know, why is it important? Why is it important? Well, it's because it's part of what your daily lifestyle is all about. Because if I got to minimize my taxes, then I might need to know what is my tax loss? What is it? Because your tax loss harvesting is simply this. It's selling investments at a loss to offset your capital gains from other assets. So why do you want to know this? It's because losses must be realized before December 31st. And they count against the gains for the current tax year. So you want to know what that's all about. This can reduce your taxable income and rebalance your portfolio if you use it strategically. So tax loss harvesting is highly important. And here's the bonus for you. You can reinvest it into similar assets after 30 days, just so you can maintain exposure by complying with the IRS. And that's called the wash sale loss or wash sale rule. You can look that up, and maybe you probably want to use your AI to do it. Gives you more detail, right? We're not here to give advice. We're just here to give you some coaching on what people overlook, right? Number two is charitable giving. And what is that? That's when you're donating cash, okay? When you're donating cash and it's appreciated assets, meaning you might donate a house that's an appreciating asset. You may just give some cash money, or you may use some donor advised funds to support a cause that you really believe in to reduce your taxable income. Well, guess what? You might really want to know that. Why? Because it's probably a better feel-good situation when I'm going to give money to a cause and help people in need than just to give it away to an empty idea of paying taxes. Would you agree with that? Would you agree with that? I'd rather give it to someone hungry or give it to a church or something I really, really support. I would really rather do that, right? Why? Because contributions must be completed by year end. That's why we're so busy at the end of the year. And you have to qualify your deductions just so you can get them on your returns. So here's an advanced move that I want to share with you. I'm giving some secret sauce today. You can use your qualified charitable giving distributions from your IRAs, if you're older than 70 and a half, okay, to satisfy your RMD, your required minimum distributions. This way you can avoid income tax on that distribution. So these are reasons why people give. Sometimes it's not because they're just so giving, it's because they're trying to avoid a bigger tax problem. Sorry, spoiler alert. The third one I talked about was retirement contributions. What is that? That's your IRAs, that's your 401ks, that's your SEP plans, and all those things to build your tax-deferred or tax-free wealth. But why is it important? Most employer-sponsored plans, like your 401ks, have a December 31st deadline. And that deadline is for your contributions. So your IRAs allow up to the end of your tax filing season, but early funding can maximize compounding. So the earlier you put money in, the earlier in the year, the better your compounding gets because it's been there longer. So here's the strategic edge to it. Ready? Maxing out your contributions now can reduce your taxable income. And it can set the tone for a disciplined savings in the next quarter. But I will tell you, before you just throw all your eggs in that retirement basket at work, sit down with your advisor and come up with a plan, a strategy, a solution that is meaningful to you, not just dumping it into your company's retirement plan, because we all know a little bit of a hole in that bag. So we want to make sure that you have the ability to stitch up that hole, right? So the fourth one, we talked about trust positioning. What is that? That's structuring. That's the foundation of structuring or funding a trust with protected assets, managed estate taxes, or even define your legacy governance. That part is so important to your lifestyle. It is. Why? Because your year end is ideal for gifting strategies. It's the funding of irrevocable trust. It's the alignment of your annual exclusion limits. You know, you can give $17,000 per participant. That was last year in 2024. So you got to start thinking, hey, I can give a kid $17,000 and I can sit down with their advisors and put it towards maybe a gift of life program. Mom and dad can do that, and that's $17,000 per parent. And off of their high earning income, it's reducing their taxable income. So here's the impact of that. And I call this a legacy impact. Strategic timing. It's all it is timing. Timing ensures that your trust moves are aligned with what you want to happen for your estate and your tax planning goals before the threshold hits. That's all. This is why most advisors should be busy. Right now, the fourth quarter is at a boom. And I'm telling you, this is the time you want to start thinking about your year-end goals. So The fifth talking point, the second talking point of the day, and hopefully I'm not going too fast, but we got a lot to get through. Got a lot to get through. New year, new metrics. Redefining wealth. We want to shift from income to impact. These goals are important. That's what we want to do. Why not? Why not? What does wealth look like for you in your next chapter? Can you explain it? Put that down in the chat. Put it down in the chat. What does wealth look like for you? Right? Tell me. Because when you sit down and think, wealth looks different for everyone. Wealth looks different for everyone. Give it an example. If we're talking about from income goals to impact goals, here's one. If your income goals focus on accumulation and you think, well, I want to earn $500,000 this year, maybe you should start thinking about, I need 20 new clients. See, this is a shift from income goals to impact goals. See, we're talking about defining the move in legacy-driven financial strategies. Simple. Because now our focus isn't necessarily money and accumulation. It's helping someone else out. It's helping someone else get to where they want to go. It's not just about how much you earn, but what you're earning empowers, protects, and elevates someone else. So if you think about it, that framework works really well for me because I like it when other people are winning. I really do. I love it when being around people who are winning because when you're in a room with people winning, they're going to let you know they're winning. Why? Because they're smiling. Two, they're not looking around. They're not desperate. They're not desperate. If you see a person that's winning at a dinner table, or maybe they come into a bar, you can always tell the person that's got it. Why? Because they come and sit down at a table. They pick up a menu. They don't want to be bothered. They're not looking for attention. They get the menu and they just go ahead and order. And they're probably looking at something on their text messages or listening to some kind of podcast. You can always tell who's got it. The person who doesn't have it, they're probably looking around. They're probably looking around. When the menu comes out, they're like trying to figure out what they can afford to get. Wow. But if I start to think about how I can go out and help more people, the more people I think I can help with just this information instead of not sharing it. I really think it comes back to you tenfold. People appreciate it. Just because I tell you the secret sauce doesn't mean you're going to know how to make it. It doesn't mean you have the total recipe. So you probably got enough information to be curious. And what happens is you get enough information to be curious. Now you're going to need a coach. And going back to the young lady at the beginning, when we're talking about her having her coach there teaching her how to put antifreeze in a car, it saved her what? Valuable time. It saved her from a valuable mistake. One that could have scolded her skin, scolded her life forever. By just the mistake of opening that very, very hot, screwed in item on the car. Could have ruined her life. It saved you time. But because she knows how to do it properly, she knows to go ahead and go on into the mall with her friends, come back out when the car is cooled off, and then add more antifreeze. Get in your car, enjoy your friends, and keep on moving to the next chapter. So this is what we're talking about in life. If I know that I can save myself time by getting in a room where other professionals are giving us the blueprint, saving you time, teaching you how to use instruments such as AI to also save your business time, increase your revenue, help me redefine my new year and my new metrics and redefining how I see wealth. And I start focusing on how I'm helping people, helping their businesses, helping people get further rather than filling my pocket with money. Man, this becomes a very, very exciting tool. My goal is, if I can do it, in one single swoop, I would just get rid of all the poverty in the world. I could take a person off the street and teach them how to do this. How much impact are you willing to make? In this year, this last quarter of the year, how much impact are you really trying to make? I think the gift that keeps on giving is someone getting a gift of an opportunity they can't stop paying them. No, never mind. Don't buy me a bicycle. Don't buy me toys. Give me something that I can use that's going to pay us forever. Give me some knowledge that's going to keep paying me forever. Give me the idea to sit down and learn, not a video game. Teach me AI for 30 days and I'm going to get paid. Mom and dad, listen, I'm going to get paid forever. I'm going to create something special. Merry Christmas, Mom and Dad. You just created a millionaire in your house. So number 3 talking point today, AI. Let's talk about it. We've been talking about it. I've been giving it to you. AI is going to be part of your financial plan all the way around. Why? Because it's truly your co-pilot. Plug. Co-pilot. That's your co-pilot that can help you get things done, whether it be ChatGPT, Claude, or whatever you're using out there. These items can help from just budgeting tools. Why? Because that's what some people are just using them as, right? But you can go from budgeting tools to predictive analytics. I mean, you can ask this AI how to make you even smarter, faster, and more personalized decisions instead of just the robotic answers it gives you. Part of what we teach in our AI consulting is the fact that you can personalize AI to have your style and your tone. That way, when you're writing information, sending out emails, text, and so forth, it's got your tone. And for those people who know you and know your speaking habits, they're going to swear they're talking to you. You can actually teach AI to mimic you as a virtual assistant. They call those agents. And if you're able to do that over and over and over again, the time that you're saving is incredible. It's incredible. I mean, and we're not talking hours, you guys. We're talking minutes. We're talking websites in minutes. We're talking onboarding in minutes. Why are we even still having the conversation? because if it only takes us minutes to take care of it, why would I spend all day? Tell me why. Why would we spend more time on this? It's not necessary. It's really not. If I need to make sure you got the answer, I want my staff to be able to go and get me the answer without bugging me. That's what we're paying them for. We're paying them for that. Because when you talk about automation of the routine tasks that everybody has, how many business owners do we have on the line today? I see y'all firing up in there in the chat. So do me a favor, hit the chat. Let me know. How many business owners do we have out there today before I even make these statements? Because I want to make sure that everybody's in this deal together. Because when we really think about what I'm saying here, when you automate tasks using AI-powered platforms, it eliminates having spreadsheets. It really does. It eliminates people having to come back and ask redundant questions all day long. You can categorize expenses. You can track your cash flow. You can even flag stuff in real time that's happening. These tools are important. That means you don't have to sit there and do it. So if I want to make some dynamic adjustments in my life, instead of just getting static budgets or just looking at just the fixed number, I can use these AI tools to adapt to changing income. Give you an example. Spending, market conditions, and all these different offerings that are out there. I can talk about it. And it helps me stay on track. It helps me be able to optimize allocations. That's the power of what this world is all about today. And when we talk about personalization, I'll give you one. Tools like Quinn, I'll give you an example, and other AI-driven advisory analysis programs, all it does is analyze your financial behavior and your goals. So it can recommend a tailored savings plan for you, debt strategies for you, investment allocations for you. I'll still tell you, you need to get with your advisor so you got the full plan, the full strategy, and play it out. But for those of you that just need some framework, these are tools that are out there. They're out there, folks. They're tools that are out there. And if you would want to know how to use some of these tools, I'm going to suggest to you one thing. Continue to follow me. Follow RoncoJohnson.com, or get online, go on RoncoJohnson.com, schedule a one-on-one coaching session, and get into the team. Get in early. That way we can show you how to monetize this thing and then what to do with the monetization behind it. Go ahead and get in. I think you will enjoy it. It's absolutely fun, breathtaking, and incredible all at the same time. So I can tell you, members of our group and our coaching groups are already blown away, and they're already thinking and forecasting what they're going to do in the upcoming months, not years, because this tool can give you the blueprint immediately, and you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. And I'm encouraging our team and empowering them to not only listen and learn, but to control what they're doing, for them to go out and make money for their families, build legacies for their families, and then have the knowledge of what to do with the earnings from the money that they're making. Man, I tell you, that's life-changing. When you're thinking about the overall effect that I can help someone go from zero to $1 million in just a matter of weeks. How significant is that? How significant is that? When you can have a tool that can give you predictive analytics, it helps you see around the corner. You can forecast future outcomes. These AI models, they're holistic data, they're historical data, okay? In real time. You can put income into it, expenses into it. You can get portfolio performances from it. You can help anticipate what's going to be shortfalls or opportunities for you. You can do scenario modeling. I really get excited when I have these conversations, because AI, you can ask it. You can ask AI to stimulate different financial paths. What's happening if I were to increase my retirement contributions by 10%? You can get a risk-adjusted answer instantly. You don't have to sit on the phone for hours and wait for someone to give you the answer. If I'm looking for market responses, my AI system can integrate with external data like interest rates, inflation, economic indicators. All these things redefine your forecast and help you adjust strategies accordingly. I think it's important to be able to do that in real time. while you're moving through the airport, while you're in your Uber or taxi cab, if they still drive those things. Man, there's so much. I feel like I talk faster every time I talk about AI because it's so smart. I feel like I got to be smarter. I got to be able to get the information faster. But it doesn't matter how much faster I get, it's going to outperform me as a human. Because it's not human. It's got more data than you. It's got more information than you. And when you start talking about personalization at scale, when you can tailor financial coaching and these types of things that we're doing right now on an AI platform with extended, I can extend an advisor's knowledge base and their level by eons to help them help underserved communities all over this planet by helping them analyze their individual goals, by helping advisors understand their risk tolerance and their spending habits much faster. And especially when you got a solution to a problem, a big problem. Financial illiteracy is a big problem. But AI is a speed demon that allows us to start talking and cleaning up the mess. We can even put voice activation to the planet. We don't even have to type no more because these systems that allow you to speak your goals into it. If you're able to speak your goals and update something like a prompt, just as simple as, hey, update my fourth quarter forecast based on my new client revenue. You can do that and receive a full model plan in minutes. No more waiting until next Tuesday to sit down with your advisor or your counsel. So when we start talking about behavioral nudges, it's not just nudging at you. Every day, every 3 days, is something different that's changing. Because AI can send reminders, it can do alerts, it can encourage people based on your financial habits. It can be helping you be more disciplined, more aligned with your long-term version of your goals and your vision. Man, it's exciting. It's exciting. I get excited about it. Can't y'all tell? I mean, if you're a person that loves giving, this is probably your time. I just feel like the heavens have opened because you've learned that these are conversations that we need to be having, right? This is what we need to be having. Why? Because it's important. And like I promised you, number 4, we're going to talk about our 4th talking point today. Number 4 will be legacy moves. All my career, I've been talking about legacy structuring. And now we have the opportunity to start talking about how we're going to structure our legacy for the next generation. And what I mean by that, and I'm talking about these things simultaneously, finance and AI simultaneously. We're talking about trust. We're talking about IP or intellectual property protection. We're talking about governance, how you use it in this season to solidify your legacy architecture. This is important. Don't wait. Notice I'm not saying 2026, we're going to do this. I'm saying you can get that started right now. You can get started right now. And in the next 2 months, the next 60 days, you can have already changed the trajectory of your life. 60 days. No matter what industry you're in, 60 days. Oh, wow. Oh, come on, y'all. Am I alone on this today? Am I? Am I just too excited? Am I talking too fast for you? If I'm not, put the words "tell me more" in the comments if that's what you want to know. If I'm talking too fast, I'll slow down. But if this is interesting to you, tell me more. I want to know, is this resonating with anybody besides me? And I know I'm not alone because I've been in a room with some millionaires and some billionaires. I've held conversations with people who are going nuts with this technology and the understanding. You guys really want to know what millionaires and billionaires do? They don't waste time. While people are thinking about it, it's already done. It's already done. So like I said earlier, here's how you leverage this season and reinforce your legacy structure. I'm going to share that with you after the break because I think you guys need, I think you need just a second to catch your breath because I feel like I've been going too fast for you. And I want you to be here. I want you to be present. And I want you to take advantage of these next steps because these are steps that I honestly think will change your life. See you when I get back. Hey, join our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Membership starting at $16 a month when you pay. Hey, join our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Membership starting at $16 a month when you pay the annual subscription. So register online today at www.lifestylefocusedwealth.com. Hey, it's Ronco Johnson, your Lifestyle Focused Wealth Coach. Hey, we're back. Thank you for joining us. Man, we've been talking about AI. We've been talking about your year-ending plans. We've been talking about financial planning and how you're going to get ahead for the next upcoming year or the end of this year, how you're going to finish strong. You know, I had a friend of mine tell me that they couldn't answer the phone and they couldn't talk to anybody because they had been digging in the dirt. They've really been digging in the dirt. And what I meant by that is by digging in the dirt, they couldn't make the change, right? They couldn't find time to pick up the phone and just say hello. And they said, man, we're out here getting it. I'm getting my business out of the dirt. And I asked the question, so are you using your hands? So I asked the question, what are you using, your hands? And they're like, oh my gosh, RJ. Why, RJ? Why are you saying these things? I said, well, you know, the most successful people have time to pick up the phone. They got time to pick up the phone and talk to people they care about. They got time to just say hello. If you got time to text, you got time to say hello most of the time. And I'm a busy guy. Most people who know me off the screen, they know I'm a busy guy. They understand that. And no, I don't be able to get back to everybody I want to. I understand that too. But if you go on 2 months without talking to friends and family, that's probably a little too long. Wouldn't you say? I would think that. I would think that you still need to keep it. I think you still need to keep it going, right? Well, in most cases, that's going to be the truth. Most cases, that's going to be the truth. Oh, it looks like we got a little something going on here.